your girl Shamika, and welcome back to Live, Love, Life, and Travel. Today I sort of wanted to do a touch base on a video that I did a couple of months ago. It was meant to be like this celebratory, like I've been traveling for a year now and this is what I've learned and this is what I've done and this is what I've seen, and it was supposed to be a little bit more upbeat than it was. It sort of turned more into this sort of testimonial of what I've been through to get to where I am now today. And I've told my story about abuse many times. I've never been shy or ashamed to tell my story because for me, it's like I didn't do it to myself, and if it can help anybody else get through what they're going through, then to me it's worth it. I would tell my story many more times over if it's going to help uplift someone else. But I have to say, like, I wasn't nervous. I was surprised it sort of turned into that, but then I wasn't nervous to upload it. But as soon as it read like upload complete and it was published, I got nervous for the first time I think ever of telling people like about my past. And I think the reason why I got nervous is because I didn't want people to like think all of a sudden like my channel was going to turn into this woe is me, everybody feels sorry for me, and you know, I didn't want people to get that impression. It's one of the first times that I sort of veered off the whole travel topic and more into a personal zone, and so I got a little bit nervous, and for a split second I almost started to tuck it down, and I'm glad I didn't. So this video is just kind of like touch base on it, but also to thank all my viewers and everybody who commented. I want to thank you for leaving such uplifting comments and leaving comments saying that if I have helped you or inspired you in any way. I thank you so much. I am humbled by that, and this is why I do it, and this is why I tell my story. So thank you so much. If you're someone who commented or viewed it, or thank you, I appreciate it. I got like one nasty review, which is weird. Like, who like leaves a nasty review on someone's child abuse story? Like, you're a terrible person, by the way, but I forgive you. But I also wanted to say I kind of wanted to clear something up, and I didn't, like, there was a part of the video where I kind of got teary-eyed, and I just wanted to sort of clear it up and say those weren't I'm so sad tears. They weren't like my life was shit tears. They were celebratory tears, because I'm not a victim, I'm victorious. And so I'm not saying there's never days in my life where I don't get sad about my past. I do, but they're few and far between. Not saying that I'm completely healed by it and I'm fine, but I've gone through a lot and I've healed a lot from that. Those were tears of joy because I'm very aware and very thankful and grateful of how incredibly blessed I actually am. Like, there's so many people who share my story and didn't get the opportunity that I got to sort of get out. And I'm not saying like, you know, other people who are abused, they're gonna live a shitty life and they just gotta deal with it. I'm just saying that there are a lot of people who went through my past and weren't able to overcome it as quickly, or had to go through other different struggles to get through it. Not to say that I haven't and I'm not still going through it. It's just that I had someone who was there for me when I ran away and helped me through that and helped me heal. If it wasn't for my godmom, which is the woman who took me in when I ran away, like, I don't know where I would have been. I don't know if I would have got to this point at all. I love my family. I love my biological family. And when I first ran away, like, they had kind of an issue. They kind of were a little bit like, why didn't you just come to us? Why did you go to this woman that we don't know? She's a stranger. Who is she? I love my family, but I don't think that they were mentally and emotionally or spiritually prepared to handle someone like me. Had to pick up this broken child and sort of try to put her back together, get her strong enough where I could sort of now start the healing on my own. I don't think they have those tools, and my godmom, she did. And so I am so grateful that God brought her to me or worked through her, because I don't think I would be here. I don't know, like, maybe, you never know, but I really don't think I would. When I was 17 years old, right before I ran away. My highest expectation, my highest aspirations of what I wanted to be was a stripper. And no offense against strippers. Strippers are amazing. It's a great, you know, whatever, you guys are very talented. I'm not saying there's something bad about being an exotic dancer. I'm just saying I felt that that's the only thing I was going to be able to give, because I was told a million times that I just wasn't smart enough and I wasn't going to ever achieve anything. So I went from thinking that that wasn't going to be the highest level I can ever achieve in life, to now feeling like I can do whatever the fuck I want to do and I can live my life the way I want to live. You know, me and my godmother don't always see eye to eye, but she definitely had a big part to play in me surviving my abuse. I just wanted to say that because I'm gonna share more stories about my abuse and more of my testimonies, but it's never ever to say feel sorry for me. I hate people looking at me as a victim. I went through that for a very long time. When I first ran away, I was always sort of looked at as the girl who got abused. I'm not the girl who got abused. I'm Shamika Banks. That's who I am. I'm not, that's my part of my story, that's a part of my journey, but that's not who I am. So I never want anybody to look at me as a victim. I don't like pity, because pity to me feels too much like being pathetic, and pathetic to me is like makes me want to throw up. So if I share any more of my stories, please don't ever go look at it as I thank people, and I'm glad that people have good hearts and people have sympathy and empathy for others. We need more of that in this world. So I'm not saying like be cold-hearted. I feel like in a way that I got the good end of it. Like, yes, my life was really shit as a kid. I had a really bad childhood, but the rest of my life wasn't shit, and my future isn't shit. And so, and not to say that I didn't have to go through a lot of trials and tribulations. There was so much healing that had to be done, and it still is, and it's still times where I'll fall flat on my face. But compared to, I know that there's so many people in this world that come from broken homes and come from really shitty childhoods that are still really struggling or still going through it. And so for me, I feel like I'm no one to feel bad for. I thank people for their sympathy and their empathy, but I just wanted to make it clear, when I share my stories, I am not coming to you from woe is me, feel sorry for me. Like, it's coming to you for like, if I can make it out of that, you can make it out of that. Or you can make it out of any, whatever shitty situation or whatever mistakes you might have made in your past, you can still live a good and fulfilled life. I can go through, if I can get through something that should have killed me and should have ruined me, you can get through whatever you're going through. And so I'm always using my stories and my testimony as aspiration and inspiration for other people. So that is why I post the stories. So I wanted to sort of clear that up. So yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to comment. If you have any of your own stories of something you went through, whether it was child abuse, whether it was, I don't know, losing the man of your dreams or losing the job of your dreams and hitting rock bottom and then getting through it and, you know, finding new air or finding new passions. If you just have any stories that you want to share, please feel free to comment, because like I said, a lot of times I post these videos, and one of the purposes of my channel is to help and inspire other people. And you know, sometimes I ask myself, like, who am I to inspire anybody? But the truth of the matter is anybody can inspire anybody. And so my channel is also here for other people to share their stories and to help other people or to inspire other people. I love when I read through my comments and I see you guys sort of talking and interacting with each other, because that's the purpose and the point of this all. So feel free to share and comment, please. If you like this video and you want to hear more about me or follow my journey, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys from Live, Love, Life, and Travel.